Welcome to an Anyone Can Code video where I will teach you the basics of coding. My name is Yuma and I am 9 years old. Today, I will teach you how to code with a programming language called Swift. I will also use this app called Xcode, and let's get started. So today, we will make this dice app. So when you click this button here, it rolls the dice. Like 2, 4, 1. So let's get started. Okay, let me close this. So what you do, just open up Xcode. If you don't have it, just go get it from the store. I'm using Mac, by the way. You can see the icon here. So we will go down here, click Create a new Xcode project. And what we want to do is we go to iOS application and click on single view application just for this app. When we get onto, or when you make like other apps, you might want to do game or master detail. But for now, we're going to do single view application. So next, we are going to name this dice. You can name yours whatever you want yours to be. Next. And you can put your app anywhere. I'm just going to put mine here. So I'll put this full screen. So we've made our first app, but not finished it. We were just started. So what we want to do is go down here and uncheck landscape left and right, because I just want it to be portrait. So this is the main.storyboard where we will put all the layout and buttons and labels and images. We will do that in a second after I explain all this. And this is the assets folder where where we put the images and app icons in. And we will do that later too. And this is the V controller. The V controller is linked to the main.storyboard and where we put the code in. So let's do the layout. Let's just click that to hide the bar. And so what we want to do is go down here and search up button. and drag the button here. I'm going to put mine down here. Stretch mine out. And I'm gonna change the text up here to click me, and then some crazy stuff just for fun. And you can click out here. Xcode will change it, and we will check if this will work. But first, to do the background, so click here in this square, but not the button, to click on the view, and here where it says background, we're gonna change this to any color. I'm gonna pick blue. Nice color. We need to change it to text color so we can see. Here we go, click me. So let's see if this will work. Oh, just take a while to load. Here we go. Now we have a button here, but it's not where we want it to be. So what we have to do, and this is something that we need to do. So we go down here to the bottom. See these 4 buttons? We click this button here with the square and click here. So that's for the left. This is for the top, that right, and this for the bottom. So we're pinning it to the left, right, and the bottom. Oh yeah, by the way, constraints are things to keep your buttons and labels where you want it to be when you run the app on iPhones and iPads. So we'll add height and add 4 constraints and see if this will work. It's down here. We did it. Now we can add a label so we can see what we roll when we press a button. Oop, I smelled it. But label. And we drag it on. I'm going to put mine in the center. Make mine white so we can see. And we're going to name this press. Please roll. Oh, it's too long. So you just need to stretch this with make it bigger. Put in the center, align here the text to the center just to make it good. And we have our label. We're going to do the width and the height here. So it's going to have the same width and height. And we go down here. This is a new button. What we do, this is for aligning. So aligning in the center, So click these two, so it will be in the very center, line horizontally, vertically. Add those two constraints. And we have our label. So you can run yours, but I won't. Oh yeah. You can click these two circles. It's called Assistant Editor. And I'm just clicking the buttons on the top right here, just to hide these bars on the right, left, and bottom. So this is our code. I'm just gonna delete this. Yeah, so let me just tell you what this is. So view.load, it's a function. It'll get called when the view has loaded it, as you can see. And functions, they're like big chunks of code you can put in here, and you can call them all over and over again without doing those big chunks of code again and again. Yes. And this is a comment. It won't get run when we run it, so it's not special. Just do 2 forward slashes. Yeah. So we don't need this. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna link this label and the button. So what you do is hold down Control and drag, and you slide in here. So we're creating an outlet, which is just linking in it. So we'll name this dice label and press connect. Yes, and there's also another thing. There's variable and constant. So one using is strings, as it's values, and strings are like text you can put in. There are also integers, which are whole numbers, and doubles, decimals. Yes, so variables are containers which can hold one value in. So how to declare one, make one. So you do var space and then the name you want, space, and then equals space, and then the value. Pretty easy. And you can change variables. Constants, I don't know why it's named let, but it's the same as a variable, same declaration except for this. and you can't change a constant, and these are useful when you want to make, a variable. But if you know you won't change a variable, then you make it a constant. So you can't change it a constant. Yeah. So it'll make it constants make the computer makes it easier for it to load, because it won't need to check if you need to change it. Doesn't need to. So let's get on to connecting. Let's do control drag again and name this roll dice and change this to an action and change this to none. Connect. So this is a function, and it's an action. So actions are functions, and they get called when you click on buttons or any other action. So what we're gonna do is make a constant, because we don't need to change this. This is the result of what we roll. So what we're gonna do is call a function. It's built in Swift. So it's called arc for random uniform. Oh, and underscore uniform. So this is an unsigned integer. It passes in 1 as a integer. It's called a parameter. It will get used in the function. And unsigned integers are integers above 0. So we're going to put in 6. So this will randomize a number from 0 to whatever this is, 6. In this case, 6, but not including 6. So it's 0 to 5. But we want it to be 1 to 6, like a normal dice. So we're gonna add 1. So this is our formula. Randomizer 0 to 5, add 1, so its range is 1 to 6. So now we need to display it as a text. So we're gonna access this dice label. So dice label dot text equals, this needs to be a string. So what we're gonna do is string interpolation. By the way, this is an integer, so an integer is not a string. So it's like converting another type into a string. or sandwiching it. So we do backslash brackets. Inside the brackets, it's what you want to sandwich or convert. So we put in result, and let's run this. So click me to one. This works. So now what we're gonna do is add an image here. So let's go back to single, clicking on this button, and we need to bring up the sidebar here just to add some stuff. So image. So search up image view, and an image view will come up. And we'll set oh right, we haven't added any images, but we need to change this mode. Right now it's scaled to fill. That means it'll stretch the image and shrink it and squash it until it can fit the image view. We want it to fit the image view, so we'll do aspect fit. And now we need to add the images. So we click up this, show this sidebar here, go to assets, and I will add my own dice images. You can get your own from online, and I'll change the default to 1. So we need to add the constraints. So first we're gonna align it center horizontally in the container, which is the view, the main view. Add one constraint, and we are gonna do the width and the height and put to the top. Add first frame, and we're almost done. Let's go connect this. Remember, control drag. Oops, let me drag this here. And we will name this dice image connect. And whenever we re-roll, we want to change this image to whatever the result is, and I mean this result. So we're going to access the dice image by doing dice image dot image equals, and it wants a UI image, which is a new type we will learn. So UI image, so we're creating a UI image, and we want to scroll down here and click on named, and named wants a string, which is what the image is named. So we want to do string interpolation, like what we did here. So string backslash brackets, inside those brackets, the result constant. So to check and see if this works. If this works, we're done. If it doesn't work, then we're not done. So, yep, the image is up here. The constraints work. And when you click 6, it works. Woo. So that's it. And I will click back to stop, click this to run, or you can, yeah. We're done. So, another look, and we're done. How magnificent. And you guys have done a great job. That's it. I hope you learned something today. For more, visit my website www.madebyyuma.com, and if you want me to make another video, please hit the subscribe button and also the like button, like a boss. Anyways, goodbye!